And then this dude comes past me. He's got these dead-eye socks on. He's a bit of a triathlete, you know what I mean, with air helmet on. He comes past me. I was like, God, I'm not having that. I'm going to go straight past him. Do you remember last time we were in Germany?
Well, started well, and I went to hospital. The year you won the tour, we had a right laugh, didn't we?
We did a post-tour crit, didn't we? We turned up. We were starving, weren't we? So we just sat in KFC having like a bargain bucket or whatever it was. I'm rooming with AJ.
Could you be his father?
What's current, but?
What's occurring? How's life, Mr. Thomas?
Oh, just chilling here in Dusseldorf somewhere, or just outside Dusseldorf. Yeah, flew in this morning. Had two flights: Cardiff, Amsterdam, Dusseldorf. First one was delayed. I was like, I've got 15 minutes till my next flight, and it's like, you know, you got to go through passport control. Was jogging through the airport. I've never run in an airport before. Felt like I was in a movie. And then, you know, when you got to pass everyone in passport control, you feel dead awkward, but you're like, sorry, but look, like 12:50 is my flight and it's, you know, 12:35 or whatever. But get there, and then the flight was delayed an hour anyway.
Mate, that is uncanny. So I flew to Hamburg. I flew Cardiff, Amsterdam, Hamburg on Friday. Exactly the same thing happened. First flight was delayed, running through the airport like a dickhead. Passport control, get to the front.
Yeah.
Bit awkward. Sorry. I had a bit more than you. I had 25 minutes. Get there, second flight delayed. Exactly the same.
Yeah. My bag turned up as well. I was like, there's no chance my bag's made this.
Exactly the same. I was like, well, I made the flight. I'm happy. No way in hell my bag's getting there. Waiting at the carousel the other side, thinking I'm wasting my time. Up it popped. Well.
Oh, how did Hamburg go then in the end?
Yeah, it was interesting race. Quite different to normal. Usually there's 3 laps of the Wasberg climb, the steep one. This time there was 5.
Is that the name of it?
Wasberg. Yeah.
Wasberg,
yeah. Early breaker 4 riders, and it was one of them. Pretty standard breakaway. 4 slightly smaller teams, run-of-the-mill, teams control, gave them 5 minutes. And long story short, Rory Townsend won by a bike length from the breakaway, which I kind of always like. You know, the early breakaway, which is, in a race like that, deemed for failure. He hasn't won for many, many, many years, if ever there. And Rory Townsend.
Or did Mark O'Halloran win from the break there, or was he? Did he just win? No. Did he attack as well?
I mean, people have won numerous times where groups go on the Wasberg on the climb, but from the like original break of the day. Yeah. So Q36's first ever World Tour win. He crossed the line with one hand on his head like that. He was just in disbelief. So yeah, not nice to see.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
You know, the breakaway in a race like that never succeed. You're there to try and make the final, but, you know, hopefully get caught after the last climb and maybe pinch a top 10 or top 20. But, yeah, not great from us. We had 18th place with our best finisher, Pierre Gauthierat. We had 3 guys in the final group of 20. So we had of 40. So we had decent numbers, but, yeah, I won't go too much into it, but we should have and could have done better.
Is it hard then? How come the group's so small? Was it crashes or something, or what? Was it just?
It was quite a clean race. There wasn't crashes. It was just, it's just up that climb. It's hard. And normal every year there's 3 ascents of the climb, and this year there was 5. Normally you do a point to point. Like last year was 125k to point. This year was after 66k. We joined the circuit already. After 88 was the first climb. So like 40k earlier than normal in the first ascent, so like a really long final. So slightly harder race than previous years. Yeah, but normally there's, 60, 70 at the finish line, and this year there was a few less, 40.
Why are they making every race harder?
I don't know, me.
You know, like, what's wrong with just one race? It's just like always a sprint.
Yeah. And it's a nice parkour. With 3, there's always groups that go away. Sometimes it succeeds, sometimes it fails. You threw in an extra 2 ascents. that they haven't done since 2014. I think they did it once, but every year it's been 3 ascents, and this year, don't know, bastards.
Anyway, it doesn't matter to us anymore, does it?
It's all right for me, mate. Just put my right foot a bit harder on the pedal.
Exactly.
Actually, we had another nightmare. So we had 2 DSs there. I was passenger on the radio, and pre-race ride, we're out there. Car broke down. Oh, I say broke down. It lost all its power. Something broke, and we so on the pre-race ride, we could still drive, but maximum 50k an hour. So already on the pre-race ride, I said, right, we have to find a Skoda garage, search for it, went there, get it up on the stilts, fixing it on the pre-race ride. So it was an adventure from the get-go, from a running through an airport, car broke down. One of our riders crashed on the pre-race ride, broke his bike.
It's all happening, mate.
Never a dull moment, but
I had that once with a car, which I never knew about. It was Abe's car, actually, a leased car, but it was this AdBlue stuff. If you didn't have AdBlue in it, it's like for diesel cars, isn't it?
yeah.
I had no idea. I'd never had a diesel before, and it's like you need to put AdBlue in, and then it basically wouldn't go more than like 20 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And we were creeping along trying to find this petrol station to get some AdBlue.
Cleans the diesel, doesn't it? I think.
I think so, yeah, something like that.
Better emissions as well. Oh, so you didn't know you had AdBlue in a diesel.
Yeah, it'd been low for a while apparently. So I was like, well, it's about time we do it then.
Oh, there we go.
Someone's at the door. But I'm rooming with AJ August.
Could you be his father? I mean, you're not his father, but are you old enough to be his father? How old is he?
I don't know. He's 2004. When were you? 5. So I could definitely be his dad. Mate.
You're 86.
I'll be, 19.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually, so are you 19 now? I'm 20 years older than him.
You're 38 now, though.
No, 39, mate.
Oh, 20 years on him.
Yeah.
Oh, you could, on paper, be his father, yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably, are you 20 this year, though? Yeah. Yeah, he's 20 this year.
Does it feel a bit weird sleeping next to a 20-year-old? You creep.
Well, yeah, it's just young, isn't he?
Yeah.
Peloton's young, mate.
That's it. Yeah, let's move on to Deutschland Tour. So starts tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 3K prologue. So
that'll blow the cobwebs out, mate.
I know. So I arrived here and I was like, I got a 3K prologue tomorrow. I can do my activation tomorrow. I already done a bit of activation running, in the airport.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really need to do a ride today. I'll have a day off. Just got to my room, had a nap. Oh, it was lovely, actually. Then I had to just do a bit of filming and whatever, and then massage, dinner. Here we are. So 3K prologue. I don't think it's too technical. Then we basically got 2 sprints, one quite hard day. Hard for this race. I don't think it's super hard. The last day, I think, is a sprint again. So good race to get back into it, really. Like, the team rang me up maybe 10 days after the tour. I was like, Stannard, and he was like, do you still want to do Germany? Like, and I was like, yeah, I need to do it. I need, just to get here, have some good sleep, good food, and just ride my bike as well. Because at home, it's been, not going to lie, it's been tough going, mate. Like, especially since the tour, it's kind of like, wow, you're just you're tired anyway. It was a hard race, wasn't it? And then you have a week with the family and you don't exactly recover then, do you? Because you're busy. You're different. It's different, isn't it? And obviously you drink a bit as well. And, to get back on the bike again, I've just been like, I can do it, but then I'm just doing efforts and stuff. I'm just like, I'll do them tomorrow. Then it got 2 weeks after the tour. I was like, I really need to do some sort of effort now. And then doing zone 3, felt like my heart rate was max,
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus, this is a shock system. But so I was riding down the coast, actually. Have you ever seen police down there with speed guns getting cyclists?
No.
Down by Cannes-sur-Mer?
No. Really?
Yeah, so I was going along and there was this dude behind me for a while. And I wasn't in much of a rush because it was on the bit where all the calves and that are, where Copenhagen is. It's a bit dodging it, so I wasn't going fast. And then this dude comes past me, he's got these dead eye socks on, he's a bit of a triathlete, with air on doing 20k an hour.
Yeah.
He comes past me. I was like, a part of me was like, oh, I'm not having that. I'm going to go straight past him. I was like, oh, sod it. No,
Yeah.
I'll get through this bit. Anyway, like literally 10 seconds later, he gets stopped by these two police. One of them's got a speed gun. And they're like enforcing this, I think it's 10k an hour you're supposed to go along there.
Yeah. Wow.
So I was like, unlucky, mate. I just kept going.
Lucky he was in front of you because you'd have got caught otherwise.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. He had just come past me. So, but yeah, so if you're ever riding down there, mate, watch how quick you go.
You don't have to get caught by a speed camera on a bike, do you? So that's interesting. But, mate, because you've obviously got this Tour of Britain, then you're done. Are you looking forward to this? Or more so, get out of the way and then Tour of Britain will be mega?
A lot more Tour of Britain, for sure. But as I said, I kind of need this really just to get the engine moving properly again, you know, otherwise to get to Britain, it would be really hard work. So, and it's quite a tough race in terms of getting a result for us as a team because we got Sam, who's quick.
You mean Germany or Britain?
Oh, Germany, sorry.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
Like Sam's here, Artem's here. They're both quick. You know, Sam was kind of there or thereabouts in the Tour, wasn't he? Like boxing on and
yeah.
But you know, I think Milan's here and it was proper sprints, you know, so it's going to be hard. You can do something in the prologue actually, him and Artem tomorrow.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it's going to be a bit dodgy, but I think just get stuck into the race, bit of few openers in it, and then make the most of it. Do you remember last time we were in Germany?
Mate.
We've had a couple of good trips to Germany actually.
Well, yeah, we had rewinding back to your stag. Well, started well, then went to hospital. That was one time in Germany together.
Well, that was a week after the tour, wasn't it? Or 5 days after the tour. And you cut yourself on the Champs-Elysees, no? And that got infected.
There was literally a bottle flicked up on the Champs-Elysees, hit my shin, tiny little cut on my shin, like a shaving cut. Went to Paris on your stag. Went out
Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin. Went out on the first night, and suddenly my leg was just wrecking, killing me.
Yeah.
On the dance floor, I was like, right, I'm just going to go home. Went home. Because we were in a hostel, weren't we? And then the guys started pouring in after, and I was in bed, literally just grimacing in pain. And I was like, I'll be all right. Just if I can just sleep, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be all right. And actually, Stannard, he was there. He was the only one who wasn't stumbling around the place, and he was like, Luke, you're in a lot of pain. I know you're not soft. You've got to go to hospital. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Went to hospital, and they were like, you got sepsis. And they're like, if you hadn't come in tonight, you might have lost your leg. I thought, oh shit. Yeah, thank you, Stan. So that was one time to Germany, and then the year you won the tour, we had a right laugh, didn't we?
We did a post-tour crit, didn't we? We turned up and we were starving, weren't we? So we just sat in KFC having like a bargain bucket or whatever it was.
No, mate, it was well, yeah, it was, but we were coming into land, and Andrew McQuaid was meeting us, and he said, do you want anything, lad?
Yeah.
And we said,
We
said, yeah, can you get us each a KFC bargain bucket, you know, massive thing. And as we walked through, he was there with a pot of KFC in each arm, But
so we were just sat there, weren't we, just scoffing all this, KFC.
Yeah.
And then we got to the race, and post-tour crits you expect to be quite easy, don't you? And was it Seaberg or someone came to our room, and like another German, and they were basically like,
Greipel.
Nice.
DB and Greipel.
Greipel, yeah. And they were like, it's pretty tough, mate. And you got to work on your hands tonight. And we were just like, oh no, like. And then
and also,
we got through it, didn't we?
Post-tour crits are usually like 30, 40 riders. They said, just a heads up, it's 120 riders. And
and there was preems, wasn't there, for like most laps. There was like something for everyone to sort of like race for, to keep the racing going as well. Oh man, it was grim, wasn't it?
That was painful. And then there was Tour. Then after that, we did Tour of Germany. I didn't finish.
Did you not?
Nope. Went home halfway through. Just said, I've had enough.
That was a good course though, because it was all hard, but like the last 20k was hard. So, like the worst thing is when you're not in great shape or you haven't done much riding in the last 2 weeks
Yeah.
and the start of the stage is hard. That's when it's grim. But I remember that year, it's all quite flat. And then the last like 30, 40K was tough. So then, you get dropped. It's fine, innit? You just get to the finish. But
Yeah, but you just won the tour. You're at that level, partied and messed around. I was part of the tour on that level, partied, messed around. I couldn't finish tour of Germany. Mate, I was in a box. Just
oh,
partied
man.
3 weeks and went straight to Germany. I was like, nah, that's not for me, boys. I'm off.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this year's better for you
good
anyway.
times, mate. Yeah. Hopefully don't suffer as much as that.
I mean, but the sounds of it, the parkour seems all right. One hard day.
Yeah, for now. And I don't think there's much wind. Not as much wind as what there is there. I was speaking to Swifty earlier. Looks like you got a week on your hands there in Renewi, no?
Oh, he's just a drama queen. It's not bad.
No?
No, it probably is, yeah. Yeah, stage 1 tomorrow is going to be pretty game on, I think. There's quite early on some sections, so it could be a long day of echelons. If not, later on, there's opportunities. And then stage 2, there's I don't see as many opportunities stage 2. Like the wind is 27, 28k an hour stage 2. So on paper, you'd say, racing in Belgium. But don't know, I've looked through it and I can't really pinpoint many places where it can really split, where it's open for a long time, right direction. World Tour Peloton has to be perfect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've gone through it again and again. I'm like, what am I missing? What am I missing? And it's
just stress then.
Yeah, I mean, it could split at some point, but more through maybe stress and crashes and then day 3 is full gas 1-day classic. Dimberg, Korteke, Bergtenhout, Mur, Bosberg, the whole shebang.
Oh, lovely.
Stage 4, bit more of a straightforward sprint day, and then stage 5 is based off the circuit in Leuven that Alaphilippe won in the Worlds.
So that's out then as well.
It's a solid week, yeah.
Yeah, no TT then, just 5 road stages.
No TT, and first time in a long time what Renewi hasn't had a TT, but no, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the first races, like, for those who aren't aware, you have some races you have 3 DSs, some DS races you have 2, and some races you have 1 and you go on your own. So here we got 2, and a lot of races I've gone to, I've been like DS2, been DS3 once, who just drives the second car. But here there's 2 DSs, DS1, so in the front car on the radio, like in the thick of it, you're in charge of performance, and the other DS is more like daily plan, staff, feed zones, etc. So it's quite a cool, so it's on you, it's on me to kind of prepare it, race it how you want to race it. So it's it's quite cool to do. Well, I've done it 4 days of Dunkirk and Belgian National Championships, and now. So it's the first World Tour race, so it's quite cool.
Nice.
I think you got to do a few races to kind of get the feel of it, so it's been a good progression, but it's quite cool. A race I know, a race I like, roads I...
Did you like it as a rider?
No, I mean, if it was earlier on in the season, I'd have loved it. I think it would have been a good race, but I was always...
That's exactly what I said at the dinner table, like, racing in Belgium should be banned after May.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to have a certain mindset for it, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing is, though, I did it last year. It wasn't actually that bad, but yeah, once you have a certain reputation in your head for a race, it's hard to shake it, innit?
Yeah. And I never forget Chris Lawless. So we went to, he was first year pro, and we went to European Championships in Glasgow, and we raced the Euros. Horrible day. And then there was a big chartered flight for any riders racing the Europeans and Renewi. And I wasn't doing Renewi, and he was. And just before, like, we were saying goodbye, and I was like, oh, good looking Renewi. He's like, oh, I fucking hate Renewi. It's a shit race. I said, have you ever ridden Renewi? Like your first year pro, aren't you? You'd never ridden Renewi. He was like, yeah, I know, but I hate it. I said, mate, shut the fuck up. You never ridden it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You get a lot of that these days
Yeah.
as well,
You
don't you?
never even ridden it. You watched it on TV when you like. You just reminded me saying that.
Hey, I didn't tell you about my bee sting either, did I? Got stung by a bee when I was on the bike last week.
You've had a right week, haven't you?
Yeah, so like right here it was, boom. Like I was riding along, enjoying the sun, starting to feel a bit better about myself. Then boom, like I was stung by this bee. I was like, oh, you bastard, and whatever. It's all right to start with, innit? I was like, oh, that's going to swell up because normally I swell quite bad. Next day I had to do a photo shoot. And but luckily it was I was on a bike with glasses on, so it was kind of okay. But I woke up in the morning, mate. I got in the lift and I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, oh man, like I was just like I could barely like actually it wasn't as bad as who was it? Was it was it Flowers or someone in the tour? Like it was before our time, but it's like it was properly like and you had to pull out the tour.
Someone went out of a Grand Tour recently. Last year. Someone went out of a Grand Tour last year, I'm sure, with a beast.
Ah, are you so?
Yeah. Welta last year?
Giro this year? Maybe.
Could have been. It was recent.
Yeah. But anyway, it wasn't quite as bad as him. I remember seeing that interview and he was like, yeah, I can't see. But it was still like, yeah, pretty swollen and stuff. But I was like, oh God, here we go. Photo shoot now. But it was all right in the end. But why is it like you've got all this area, like you're outside and it's one tiny bee? How does it manage to fly into like a fly? Why do they always get in your mouth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, why don't they go into like the woods or into the forest?
Yeah, they can fly anywhere and they manage to get in your mouth. It baffles me, mate. But anyway.
It's true. If you were a bee, why would you be on a bike path? What?
Exactly.
They've got no right to be on a bike path. They should go find some flowers in the forest.
Can you imagine if I was going over the speed limit as well? It would have been all right.
Yeah.
Oh, right mess, wasn't it?
Oh, God.
So, someone sent this not directly to me, but one of the boys in the pod. What's this all about, mate?
The peloton had passed us, and the team cars were starting to arrive, meaning Yogi received medical attention very quickly. Meanwhile, up at the front, Fromy, fuck's sake.
Oh, mate, I've had a few people send it to me on social media. So obviously that wrote the book, and then they said, do you want to do the audio for it? And I said, yeah, I don't really know. I've only, first book, one and done. I'll do it. Go for it. So anyway, it's actually quite hard to do, and obviously made lots of mistakes, and you got to go back. And the editing team obviously missed it, but I didn't get sent it until recently, and I just messed his name up, dropped the F-bomb, Fromy, and it went out there. It was out there for 2-3 weeks, and then I sent it on to them when I realised. I said, "Oh, this is in there, just so you know." But I said, "But can we keep it in? Because it's quite cool. It's quite funny." I said, "Let's just leave it in." But they wouldn't. So I made a mistake sending it to them. I should have just said nothing and left it in because I think it's quite funny. But it's out of there now. It's not in there anymore.
Yeah. But how would you miss that? I guess it must be quite easy if you just listen. But they where's your job, mate?
They actually, instead of editing it, they put it in again. It's in there twice. The same little sentence is repeated twice. So I think I don't know. But it's gone now. But I wish it was still in there. I think it's quite funny. I did send it through me as well, saying sorry I butchered your name.
I've read a lot of it, mate. I have. I started it in the tour, and then I kind of got a bit tired racing, and I was just like, oh,
I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lie in my bed and just listen to. I should have got the audio book actually, shouldn't I? But
easy option.
Yeah, no, yeah, decent, mate, decent.
Nice one. What, yours is out? Your new one's out soon?
The start of October.
Okay.
So
good
I
time.
think just a couple of weeks before Brad and Cav also got books out. So The year of the books, mate.
Year of the books, all the greats. Mate, let's move on to Vuelta. We'll keep it quite short and brief, but one simple question straight off the bat: who's going to win?
For me, Jonas. But I think Almeida's going to be close. Or, yeah, it depends how he is after all his injuries, really. But Almeida will be the closest. If he's at his best, Almeida will be the closest. So I don't know how good he is.
So Almeida over Ayuso for you.
For me, yeah. But it depends how he is after his, pulling out of the Tour.
Yeah.
Is it a rib or something he broke? And
yeah.
So if it's just the rib, it should be all right, I think.
Yeah.
But we don't know everything else, do we? But it looks like a decent lineup in there. There's like Bernal, Carapaz, your mate Gal, Tiberi. Who else is there?
Pidcock,
Hindley,
Derek G.
Derek.
Armando.
So yeah, it's a decent field, really, isn't it? So I think it could be an exciting race. Who's your money on?
To be honest, I can't disagree with what you say. I think Vingegaard. It's going to be the two strongest teams are the same as what we've seen in the Tour. UAE and Visma have both come stacked. Solid lineups, quite a few doubling up. You got Kamparts there, you got Kuss there, you got Jorgensen there, you got Van Baal in the mix. So it's a solid team. They're both stacked, so I think it's going to be battle between them two. But I think the strongest will prevail, and I think that'll be Vingegaard. Second best GC rider in the world, isn't he? At the moment. And the best guy's not there.
Yeah. What about Gal then, your mate? How do you think is he going to ride GC or? Yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so. The Tour was
hard, isn't it?
It's what? Yeah. Hard.
To do that after the Tour, yeah.
Yeah. No,
what was he? Fifth?
Fifth. Yeah, fifth.
Mate. Chapeau.
I mean, surpassed expectations, I think, for the team. And he was, he was brilliant. I think that was the best case scenario. The guys who were ahead of him were better than him. He managed to pass Roglic on that stage 20 there and gain a place as well. And then the big danger for him riding GC was the first week. It's no secret if you show the back of the pelt on a stressful day, there's a good chance you'll see his number. And through the first week, what could have been chaos and crosswinds and lots of splits it didn't go that way. So we passed the first week and very little time loss. So then suddenly it was like, right, game on. So no, I think they got the most out of it. But what he can do in the Vuelta, I mean, weaker lineup than the Tour. Another result like that would be great, yeah.
I don't know if it is a weaker lineup, to be honest. Like, you take the top two out of it, similar sort of guys.
No Roglic, no Remco, no Poggi.
Yeah, well, Remco, obviously someone was up with him, and Roglic, like
he was good but rode a bit mad.
Yeah, but the rest is sign of, Carapaz, like Tiberi, I'd say it's time for him to step up, but he's sort of sniper, yeah. He's been in there around that top five a few times now, haven't he? I think he'd be hoping to get on that podium now.
Yeah.
No,
you're
Hindley,
right.
was it Giro Hindley crashed out of as well this year?
God, you're testing me now, mate.
I think it was some wet day and Hindley crashed out.
Yeah, one of the early days, coming into a right-hander in the rain, yeah.
So that'll be interesting as well, but
see how I
think it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a good race to watch.
Yeah, it's a bastard of a parkour as well. It's tough. There's not
always, isn't it? It's always.
Usually they throw a few more sprints, and there's not many sprints. It's a real tough parkour. Starts in Italy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Turin, and goes over to a stage in France maybe, and then over to But Spain goes up to Andorra as well. Done it early on first week. TTT in the first week.
Yeah. So what about you guys, Ineos? What you obviously Bernal GC and then
Yeah, and starting in Italy, Pipo's gunning for it, obviously. Crashing out the tour first day. So I was speaking to him and he's in good spirits. I think he's feeling good. Kwiato's going. He's just worth his weight in gold, isn't he, when he's good? Like how he races in the peloton.
fantastic in
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and how he just like moves about in the peloton and just that experience he brings. So, and especially if he's got good legs, like I think he'll grow into the race, obviously, because he's missed a lot. He could be strong by the end. Not too sure about the rest of the guys, as in who's going, but those three, I think, is decent. Some decent leaders there to do something. TTT.
Timon, he's not going?
No. Did Giro on the tour now, didn't he, this year? So.
Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they'll be looking to, be active in the right way and stuff, and see what Egan can do, get around in. He had a decent Giro, didn't he? He's definitely on his way up. So
yeah,
hopefully that continues really. But I find it a bit, Gal. Just going back to Gal quickly. Fifth in the Tour, his best result ever. Would you not be tempted just to be like, right, just go to Canada and a couple of these races, just enjoy it a bit, rather than, I don't know, like go back to altitude and then go to the Vuelta, and it's just like, it's full on, isn't it? Like, just enjoy it.
I actually spoke to him at Swiss
Target Worlds or something.
He's never performed in a one-day race. Never performed in one. He lacks a bit the explosivity, like even if it's a really hard Worlds one day, still you still need explosivity on any one day. So whilst it's 5,000 meters and he's a climber, and actually what he said makes sense. He said if I do Vuelta, I do Tour Vuelta, and if I don't, I do Tour, go away for a week, do a race, Canada, and he's like, just bam, bam, finish. So I get it. My hair looks really ginger. So I'm just under a light, just FYI, because we're on YouTube now, which kind of makes sense. And he is the ultimate professional. We're also relatively limited with, if he doesn't go there and ride GC, who does? We got some younger guys, but maybe they're not quite there yet. The likes of Noah, Paul Sextus, we're limited for guys to go and ride.
Is he racing or
no?
The Sextus dude,
No. Next year he'll do his first Grand Tour. I think he does Lavagna.
That's a bit of a joke, that, isn't it?
Which I know both of us do not agree with, but but now he's doing it. I think it's a great idea. I'm all for it. No, we discussed this before, didn't we? Once you turn pro, you're pro. You don't go back to the amateur.
Yeah, especially like World Tour, doing World Tour races, like top 10 in Dauphiné, like go and do an under 23 race, like But yeah, it's allowed, so why not?
Crack on, Paul. Come on, my boy.
Right, okay. Before we go, Eddie Dunbar after Q36 as well, and what's his face?
Fred wrong.
Fred left, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for them, as in Q36.
Yeah,
two good signings.
Made some really good signings, and I think they've got a few more very good signings to announce. I think they've done really well with their recruitment. They're riding the Vuelta. I don't know if that's their first Grand Tour as well, isn't it? Vuelta.
They did Giro, didn't they?
All right. It's been a long day. I'm starting to talk. Bollocks. Of course they did. First World Tour win. Vuelta, going there with Pidcock. Oh yeah, Giro, they were terrible, weren't they? Yeah. Noticeable by their absence. Hopefully they have a better Vuelta.
But time will tell.
They won Hamburg now. Doesn't matter.
Sweet. All right then, but you better get some sleep before tomorrow because you got some concentrating to do in that car, in that convoy.
Yeah. Eat, drink, spin the legs, Win from the right. Lovely. All right,
Nice.
mate. Well, good luck in Germany, your penultimate race. See you in
Cheers,
Britain
but
in a couple of weeks. Look forward to it.
I like them, but nice one.
Ta-da,
Ciao
boys.
for now. Ta-da, ta-da.
Ta-da.